Started day 2. 7:42. We slept for like 12 hours straight. Alex is in there getting ready. It's a rainy Irish morning. So we got a reindeer. And this is our entire hotel room. Us big fat Americans aren't used to this.
What I'm hearing, Park Ireland, up to they're on their knees, so.
So I'm down here for no particular reason. I've got a cool room. I don't know if I'm supposed to be in here or not. This is pretty neat. It's pretty cool. Super athlete Alex going for a run. I'm gonna go do a little fat boy wiggle. We're walking to the hop-on, hop-off buses after our little lunch. I told Alex I didn't like the chicken in my salad, and she told me it was tofu. So that's probably why I didn't like it when I thought it was a chicken. The other thing I think about is I wonder what it's like working in Dublin. I wonder what the Dublin version of Will is doing right now. Well, he's probably in Cedar Rapids visiting that. But that's still fun. We are here every 20 to 30 minutes. We're gonna go around. Yes. Is that us? Oh my God, no. All these bus stops here. Lots of bus stops. We're just right in the way. Even that way, there's a bunch. Oh, there's the hop-on, hop-off bus down there. It's coming.
We're hopping on.
Are you ready?
Yes.
My particular favourite shop is over here on the right, okay, the purple flags. There's a restaurant here, guys, on the first floor, and the food is fabulous. Just in the right, close up.
Maybe we should go there. That's Trinity College.
The National
man
Library
lift.
and National Museum are both located on Kildare Street, places of habitation in Ireland up to modern
It's
times.
the National
It
Library.
houses a collection of gold from the early Bronze Age through to the Celtic period, which gives us excellent examples of the craftsmanship and wealth of Ireland's ancient ancestors.
Now you can see along the parkers there, guys, on the left hand side of the park to the left. They're called the playing fields of Trinity College. That's the original height of Dublin City, back as far as the Viking times.
Wow.
He said she was claimed to
Maybe
have
that's the
life.
business version of Will
Jason
in
Nora left
Dublin.
Ireland in
Who knows?
You
1904.
see the statue of the man on the bench on the left hand side. See the statue of the man where the two guys are standing? Push a little bit with the guys on the back of the bus. And do you recognise him? Who's
No.
the man on the bench?
I don't.
That's the famous writer, Oscar Wilde.
Oh.
He was born down that street on
see
the
it
left. See where the tree is on the right? See it, folks, thank you.
It's a museum. We're gonna go to it later, probably.
One of these was the birthplace of the Duke
We are
of Wellington,
equals.
and now
They're
forms
also
part of the
recording
Marriott
stuff,
Hotel.
just like me. Little museum in Dublin.
Right guys, where we are in Dublin is an area of Dublin called Georgian Dublin. Georgian Dublin dates back to 1714 to 1830, built in the reign of the 4 King Georges. So some of these houses all around you can be up to a little over 300 years old. They're all commercial houses now, commercial buildings, too expensive to run as a private house. Now there is 1 or 2 private houses over here on the right, which I'll have to show you one. The guy that owns the house from the mid-18th century. No electricity at the time, so no lampposts in the streets, no lights in the windows. No candles with the order of the day to light the streets. Different colours.
It's the Embassy of Malta.
And it's believed that painted this way in the mid-18th century. 7,500 per night.
Too expensive to stick
On the
there
right
for
hand
us.
side is the Shelburne Hotel.
Because it's the exact same front as the White House in Washington. They used the blueprints here from Dublin,
Wow.
the architectural plans, to design 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And there it is, right in front here.
There's some protesters protesting something. I wonder what. Our tour guide didn't mention.
Rising and his brother William. Both brothers were executed after the rising failed.
And the house down the right hand side goes Pearce and Sons, Morley and William Pearce, and also the Trinity City Hotel. Anybody guys on the 9 for Pearce Street? So again guys, good to see you folks, welcome aboard from us.
Passed, uniting the Irish Parliament with the Parliament at Westminster, and the Irish Parliament's building was bought by the Bank of Ireland shortly afterwards. During its days as a Parliament House,
We'll go over there to your left hand side. In the College number 10 guys, gratitude to the left. Sweet Molly below, as she wheeled a wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels alive, alive, oh. In the Molly below song, and after that, every 20 minutes.
Those guys are getting the
Until
same
4
exact
o'clock.
haircut.
And about 4 to 7 every half an hour.
Classic Irish.
Once again, 28, and was founded by the Norse king, King Citric Silkenbeard.
Wow.
Well, rebuilt in stone in 1172, as you see now, by Strongbow.
built by Archbishop John Coleman and dedicated on St. Patrick's Day in 1191. One of the most famous names associated with St. Patrick's Cathedral is Jonathan Swift, the dean of the cathedral from 1713 until 1745, when he died after a long illness. Author of works such as Gulliver's Travels and A Modest Proposal, Swift is said to be one of the greatest satirists in the English language. He is buried inside the cathedral. In the
We walked by
1860s,
that
Sir
yesterday.
Benjamin Lee Innes restored the cathedral, and it is thanks to his generosity St. Patrick's is with us today. There is a statue of Sir Benjamin inside the railings. There are services in the cathedral.
On us as school in Dublin. Hope you enjoyed my tour. My name is Martin Connolly, and thank you very much indeed, folks, for your time and your appreciation. Number 16 now, guys, for the Guinness Storehouse.
We should.
All across the world, just here on the left hand side.
Wow. That's that.
Fishing Company. In 1948, the church steeple had to be removed due to structural damage and was only replaced as part of the conversion in 2010, replaced the original four courts and other buildings as a location for most criminal matters before Dublin's District Court and Circuit Court. It was designed by architects Henry J. Lyons and Partners, 52 acres. It is surrounded by a wall over 10 kilometers long. Our next stop is for Phoenix Park and Dublin Zoo. Please remain seated until the bus actually arrives at the bus stop. As you pass the trees on the left, you will see the Wellington Testimonial, designed by Willis, is over 60 meters in height, and the panels around the pedestal are made from cannon metal, captured during some of the Duke's battles and Our next stop is for Parkgate Street. The People's Flower Gardens on the left are laid out with formal flower beds and statues. Park, you will see the figure of Anna Livia reclining in a pond. This was Dublin's most famous Millennium Monument in 1988, when Dublin celebrated its 1000th birthday. Originally Collins Barracks, after Michael Collins, the first Commander-in-Chief of the Irish Army. Today, Collins Barracks is home to the National Museum for Decorative Arts and History. It also contains an exhibition of the 1916 Easter Rebellion and Ireland's military history called Soldiers and Chiefs. Camden, and nowadays the Irish High Courts and Supreme Courts are located here. It is generally accepted that the Irish Civil War began at the Four Courts in June 1922.
How's the donut?
It's okay.
Me when I drink boba tea.